Alright, so this is the intro to the vlogs that we're going to start running, the vlog series. Y'all haven't seen us in a while, seen me in a while. I used to vlog. I told him about you.
Great.
But yeah, this is wifey. This is Jessica. This is Roxy. Y'all know my dog. If you used to follow me on Instagram and stuff. Saved her at 6 months old from the pound. But she's spoiled. She's like our daughter. So yeah. So where have we been for the last what 4 or 5 months?
When did you stop? September or October?
I think September.
October, November, December, January. 4 months.
So
Almost
for 4
5
months, yeah. So where have we been for the last 4 months?
Let's see. We moved out of the apartment before we got kicked out.
Before we got kicked out. So we moved into the apartment. I moved into her apartment with her friend and her meaning wifey, Jessica. So I refer to her as wifey all the time. So wifey. So we got kicked out of the apartment.
Oh, we didn't get kicked out.
We
left by choice before we got kicked out because we
couldn't pay the bill.
We weren't going to be able to pay the bill with your medical stuff.
Yeah. So, and that's another thing. That's where we've been too. Been in the hospital.
In and out of the hospital.
In and out of the hospital for the last 4 months.
4 months.
4 or 5 months. Going on 5. Okay. So we left it. Well, I was here. Well, last time I was vlogging, I was living here, down in this room.
Oh, so then it started with you moving in with me.
Moving in with you, and then I gave him an update.
I moved in with you.
And then and then now you moved in with me. And my parents. We stayed downstairs in the basement of my parents' house, and yeah, it's been a hard last 4 months. So that's why everything going on.
I think a total, like, added all up, we've probably stayed, like, in the hospital for 3 weeks. With all the times. All the times.
In and out of the ER for I know y'all are wondering, like, we're going to get to why I'm in the hospital. But in and out of the ER for...
It was at least a week that you went, like, almost every other day straight because they couldn't tell you what was wrong.
Yeah. So in and out of the ER for, like, every other day for at least a week.
That started in November because I spent my birthday in there.
Yeah. Okay, so October 31st was Halloween. Went out and had a good time. Torm, Jess, well, she wasn't 21 at the time, so she was our DD.
Chauffeur.
Yeah. In the van. And then we had a good time and stuff like that. And in November, I started hurting again, like, around my kidney area. And in 2015, I had a cyst on my kidney that was, like, this big. Then I had it drained. And then I started hurting around the same time in that area in 2016, of November last year. And then I went in, they told me it was my sciatic nerve. Wasn't my sciatic nerve. Yeah, the first time I went to the ER. Sent me home with medicine, blah, blah, blah. I went back to the apartment, and I was still hurting. About, like, almost, I have a high pain tolerance, but almost passing out from pain, like that pain level. And then, so I was in and out of the ER the rest of that week, and they're like, hey, you know, you have a cyst that's back, and it's like this big. So they put a tube in me.
No, they first drained 1.5 liters out of it.
How much?
1.5 liters.
So they drained 1.5 liters out of it.
And then you had that tube in and you were still draining like 40 to 45 milliliters every day. Every day. Every 24 hours.
And then I had surgery to remove the cyst and a month and a half later after they first found it. Because my urologist at the time was... That's a whole nother story.
Not the greatest.
It's not that he wasn't good. He wasn't the best. I mean, anyways, yeah. So, and then I had the tube in me. Then I had the tube taken out, and then I had surgery for December 14th.
Yep, you got your
first surgery.
Tube taken out December 2nd.
Yeah.
Then you had December 14th is when you had your surgery.
And then so.
You were recovering really well. You got up to, I think before you went back in, you got up to, your weight limit was like 40 pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah. I had surgery. Well, I'll show you guys.
Yeah. His incisions got really good.
I had surgery, and the surgery scars was right here. They cut me open right there, right there, right there, and down there. Yeah, down there, and one lower. I'm not going to show you all that. Yeah, so they cut me open there, and I was recovering really well. And a month, like January 16th, which was my mom's birthday, we
went back.
I actually, no, I didn't. The ambulance had to come.
Yeah.
I was in this room, and I woke up at like 3 in the morning. I was like, you know, my side kind of hurts. I can't really breathe that well, so I went to the restroom, and I came back downstairs, and I was like, you know, whatever. And then to like 6, 7 o'clock before she went to work, I told her, I was like, you know, my chest is hurting. I can't really breathe, and it's hard for me to move, like on my left side and stuff. And I was like, well, I'll just try to sleep it off. She was like, all right, and she went to work.
Well, I felt bad after that once I knew what was going on because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you didn't know until...
No, and at that point you were just having like really weird dreams
yeah,
too. So I didn't know if that was what it was.
Really weird dreams. And then at 8 o'clock that morning I was on my side and I texted my parents because they were upstairs and they were off for Martin Luther King Day and my mom's birthday. And I said that I couldn't move. I couldn't breathe. I asked one of them to come down here. I was like, hey, I'm stuck. Can y'all come down here? I can't move and I can't breathe. And my dad came down. He's like, well, what's wrong? You know, and I was breathing. Like, my breathing was like, I couldn't, that's as much as I could breathe.
You were in labor?
Yeah, like I was almost in labor. Like, I don't know the pain of that.
I don't either.
It hurt. Yeah, it hurt. And, so this was when my dad called the ambulance. My mom told my dad to call the ambulance. And the ambulance get here, and then they take me to the hospital. And I go in the hospital, and they're like, well, your cyst back. And it's like 1.5 liters that's in it. And so I was like, oh, okay, well, that's great. After having surgery.
It was exactly a month later after surgery that it came back
that they were supposed
fast.
to remove this. Yeah, they were supposed to remove the cyst. But
they didn't remove the cyst. They just removed the wall around the cyst.
Yeah, so, yeah. But it was supposed to be gone. Like, it wasn't necessarily supposed to come back. But there was a chance it was supposed to come back. Yeah. It could come back. But it did. And then...
But he didn't tell us that till afterwards.
Yeah. Until we were in the hospital.
Not even his urologist told him that. We had to get a second opinion.
So, yeah. And then I stayed in the hospital for a week after that. They drained it. And then now I have this nifty little tube that's in me that y'all seen. This. That's plugged into me right here. And goes to my kidney to drain the cyst that's on my kidney. And so... Like, y'all are going to see, like, this is just the intro of, like, everything that's going on, but for this vlog, y'all are going to see when I recover, before I go to surgery on the 14th, and then you're going to see anesthesia video of me, of talking about her, and talking about my parents.
We don't know if that's going to happen this time.
Yeah, so we don't know if there's surgery, because I have surgery again.
It might be somebody completely different.
Never know.
There's no telling who I'm gonna be.
Depending on the type of surgery, or anesthesia I get.
He was really sweet the first time.
Yeah. So y'all are gonna see that we're gonna make that a vlog. This is just like an introduction to where we've been, what's been going on.
What's to come.
Yeah. I've been fighting depression because of all this and everything with work. So I wasn't gonna let y'all know that, but you know, it's an everyday thing. Everybody fights through it and everybody battles through it. So, yeah.
Some is just worse than others.
Yeah, some is just worse. I got diagnosed with clinically severe depression.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't sleep. I was having real bad night sweats. Like,
it was gross.
Yeah, like
gross.
The whole bed was wet. Like I had peed in the bed, and I didn't pee in the bed, but like I was sweating. But my whole clothes were like drenched. Like you could wring my clothes out. Yeah. I was having real bad night sweats. I couldn't sleep more than like an hour and a half. I was real angry a lot. Like, it was just a lot going on. Because we were getting evicted, as we call it, from the apartment.
We were just choosing to make that decision
Well, because I couldn't work.
Yeah, we were choosing to move out before we got evicted.
Yeah.
Because that was the smarter idea than to have, you know, that on our record for when we go find another place that, you know, we got evicted.
Yeah. So I was working part-time. I was working part-time at the Boys and Girls Club and part-time at Chick-fil-A. And then, so I couldn't work. I haven't been back to Chick-fil-A. Like, I'm still an employee there. But I got hired in November 1st. Yeah, November 1st. Well, the first Monday in November this year.
Yeah,
or last
you
year.
worked for like 2 weeks.
I worked for like 2 weeks.
By my birthday, you were in the hospital.
Yeah.
In the ER.
Yeah. So I worked there for 2 weeks. And then, like, he was talking about Justin, the owner. Shouts out to Chick-fil-A on 17th and Wanamaker. But Justin, the owner, real cool guy. Got to talk to him and other corporate people around Chick-fil-A because we were just doing our grand opening then. And, you know, he's worked with me and everything like that. So.
Well, their grand opening was October 27th.
Yeah, but it followed into the 2 weeks that I was there because we were still getting trained by the corporate people. So the corporate people were still there. That's how I met Travis.
Oh, okay.
So I met Travis too. Shout out to Travis down in Houston now. He's expecting a baby, so congratulations. You're about to be a father. Yeah. So all this has happened, man, and that's what's pretty much gone down in the last 4 months.
Almost 5. Yeah.
So depression, eviction, surgery.
We didn't get evicted.
Okay.
We moved out before we got evicted. So we didn't get evicted.
Okay. Depression, new job, moving, surgery, cyst
prep
drainage.
For a new surgery.
Yeah, and prep for a new surgery. Oh yeah, so this cyst is like pretty much taking over my whole left kidney, which you're gonna get footage and stuff of when we're with the doctors and KU Med and stuff like that. Because now I have to go. I've been to 3 hospitals. I went to Stormont originally, was my original hospital. I went to St. Francis because they had to do the laparoscopic first surgery to remove it, and I wasn't supposed to, you know, have one more surgery. It's supposed to be gone. But now I have to go to KU Med. And I had a clinical and everything like that from Mayo Clinic. They had to send my information up to Mayo Clinic, and I almost had to go up there for surgery and stuff. But we've came to a conclusion that I'm just going to lose a kidney. And so I'm going to be down to 1 kidney for the rest of my life. I'm only 23. So it's like the young, like everybody's like, oh, you're so young, you look healthy, which I am, which we work out and stuff like that. But
other than that, and that's something you can't really prevent. It was formed from a previous injury that just calcified.
So yeah. So for these vlogs, I mean, that's what you're going to be seeing for the next, I think we have enough footage for like at least 2 or 3 vlogs before we get into 10 days before my surgery. So we're going to count down the prep surgery, recovery, anesthesia.
Yeah.
So we probably have like 2 or 3 worth. They might be short, they might be long, but some of these videos are going to be really long. Like this one might be a 20-minute intro, which is kind of boring. But it's just the whole background story of like where we've been. Because I deleted all my social media. Don't have no social media. She doesn't have nothing but a Snapchat and Instagram. But really ever on those, I don't have anything. We've been going to church a lot more.
We've just been focusing on us and family.
Focusing on us and family, and you know, getting our lives to way, you know, connecting more with God. This isn't a religious, like, we're pushing God or anything on you, but just things that's helped us. So
it's helped us in the time of need, like, to keep our faith and believe, you know, that everything's gonna be okay. Yeah. In the long run.
And we've always been that way, not just because of the surgery. This came up. We were just like, oh, we need to.
We started church before we went through all this. Yeah. It's just enhanced our faith a lot. Definitely.
And so that's gonna be a lot. We have this is gonna be a good little vlog, like vlog channel now, because actually I didn't have no content at first, but now we got like content, like not only just for me, like it's gonna be her recording, her vlogging her day sometimes by herself if I'm not around, as far as like work and stuff. Which we'll mainly, we'll mainly be together, but we go on like a lot of like
we're starting to do a lot more adventurous.
Yeah, like adventurous stuff, like out in the like free events and like, you know, see different stuff and like just all types of different stuff. Yeah. So y'all see a lot more
with as far as
bike rides and walks and taking her on runs and trail runs and
this crazy pup.
And different stuff. So thanks for watching this first vlog. There's gonna be more exciting. I got new like editing tips and stuff that I've looked up. Ooh, exciting. So I can make these vlogs like more exciting. Like, oh, look at this transition. And yeah, and she's helped out with lighting and stuff too. Like, you know, so like now look at this lighting.
We look kind of yellow, but you know that's okay.
We don't have jaundice. This is our own Instagram Snapchat filter. Or
whatever.
Instagram Snapchat filter. Our own Snapchat filter. Look at the angles, bro. Look at those. Look at the lighting. Alright. So we're out. Alright, blood.